Give me the keys.
Come on, man.
Put them down.
Come on, man.
Get down to the ground. Get
Come on, man.
Shut up. Get down.
Come on, man.
We'll talk about fast police work. Barely 2 days after this scary scene in Port Arthur, police say they have a person of interest in custody. Tonight, they are stopping short of calling him a suspect, but we know tomorrow the victim will help police with a lineup of sorts.
12 News reporter Amelia White has been following this story all week long, and she's live in Port Arthur to explain how that surveillance video is making a big difference in this case.
Dage, it's been a tough last few days for Jason Porty and his family. Not only is he reliving this vicious attack over and over in his head, but now him and his family are reliving in fear.
This is hard to deal with.
2 days later, these images are still fresh in Jason's Porty's mind. Monday morning, as he was trying to leave for work, he was forced to the ground at gunpoint as two men demanded money. They ran his pockets, took his keys, and before driving away, fired 4 gunshots. Terrifying images burned into his memory.
No sleep. Roaming around the house, looking at the windows.
His family just as shaken up.
They're going through about the same. Just having to relive it, watching the video. You know, it's just been real hard. I just hope it eases up and we can get through it.
While no arrests have been made yet, there's been a major break in the case.
They have been able to produce a person of interest in that case. That individual has been taken into custody on unrelated charges.
Detective Michael Hebert tells me they have not ID'd the man and they aren't calling him a suspect. And it's really this surveillance video and your eyes on it that's played a huge role in helping to crack this case.
Tell not only our apartment complexes but our citizens how important security videos are. Again, this is somewhat of a rare case in the sense that we captured the actual crime, and then we captured the suspects fleeing from the vehicle at different locations.
Porty's thankful for his home security system. On Monday, hours after the attack, he told me why he installed those cameras.
Security, safety, especially when at nighttime I can watch what's going on. It picks up pretty much everything that goes on, so I stay glued to it.
Jason said he'll be at peace once both suspects are captured by police. So it's your eyes and ears that can bring this case to justice. So if you have any information, be sure to call Port Arthur Police. Reporting in Port Arthur, Amelia White, 12 News.
Amelia, thank you. Tonight, Southeast Texas is in the clear. We went from storms to sunshine. Excuse me, this is a live look at the Roofing 911 Skycam on the left side of your screen. Forecasters here have dropped the tornado watch, but look over on the right. Severe weather, severe storms sweeping across the south. A massive funnel caught on camera as it made its way through Billingsley, Alabama. Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn in the Storm Tracker Center tonight with an update. Patrick, you've been counting these twister reports already today. Certainly we got lucky.
Yeah, we did, and just basically garden variety showers and thunderstorms, bless you. As that continues to move on off to the east, we're watching a front now moving through southeast Texas. So the winds are going to pick up over the next couple hours. We could see some wind gusts 20, maybe 25 miles an hour. It's going to be a windy day across the area tomorrow. As you can see, temperatures very mild in the mid to upper 70s locally. But as you can see, just an awful mix of tornadic and severe thunderstorm warnings, Mississippi and Alabama. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see over a dozen tornado reports in through Mississippi, northern Louisiana, especially Alabama this afternoon and evening. Things going to pick up there, unfortunately, over the next few hours. Temperatures this evening will fall into the mid-60s by 11 p.m. with mostly clear skies. More on your Storm Tracker forecast coming up on 12 News.
Developing tonight, investigators say finding the cause of Tuesday's fire in Sabine Pass will be tough, perhaps impossible. We know 2 families are dealing with the aftermath tonight. The Lloyds lived next door to the house that burned to the ground. They were able to get out of their home safely, but it was badly damaged. Now, an account has been set up for them at the Mobile Oil Federal Credit Union. That account number 160273. We're posting that information right now on.
All right, folks, take a second to pull up your banking information. More stimulus checks went out today. So far, the U.S. has issued 90 million checks as part of President Biden's American Rescue Plan. The Treasury Department and the IRS say the first batch of payments totaled $242 billion. Most were sent by direct deposit. More batches will be sent in the coming weeks by mail. Now, the new stimulus bill is slowing down the tax refund process. The IRS is pushing back the tax deadline by 1 month to May 17th. Now, for Texans who live in counties that received a federal disaster declaration after that winter storm, your deadline is June 15th.
New at 6, Hardin County Judge Wayne McDaniel confirms that a temporary vaccination site will open in Kuntz at the First United Methodist Church on Monday. It'll stay open through April the 2nd, operating Monday through Friday. You'll need an appointment to get a vaccine, but all eligibility requirements have been waived. The judge says another vaccination site will be announced next week.
And Texas needs all the help it can get. We are still behind the rest of the country. Less than 11% of Texans are fully vaccinated. Here in Southeast Texas, our hubs are working overtime. More than 63,000 first doses have been administered, and more than 15,000 are in Beaumont. More than 16,000 between Orange and Hardin counties.
New tonight, no mask. It could still cause a problem for you. Remember the woman who got arrested on Friday inside a Galveston bank for refusing to put on a mask and then refusing to leave? Well, today she was arrested again. Police body cam video showed what happened on Friday with Terry Wright arguing, tussling with an officer before he managed to take her onto the ground. Eventually, she was taken to a hospital after suffering minor injuries. Wright later said that she felt that her civil rights were violated. And Dejanique, I should mention today's arrest, as I recall, at an Office Depot, an office store in Texas City.
The crisis at the border dominates Texas politics tonight. Today, Governor Abbott blamed the Biden administration for the surge in unaccompanied migrant children. The governor held a news conference in Dallas where the first 200 of 3,000 children arrived today. They'll be housed in the city's convention center. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services only has a 75 lease for the facility. Officials say rapid reunification with their families is the goal. Now, Governor Abbott said that Texas will step up to help, but he wants the Biden administration to take responsibility.
What the Biden administration is doing by allowing any child who wants to come across the border to come here, it means that he is going to subject thousands upon thousands upon thousands of children to the horrific trauma, maybe assault and human trafficking that these children have to go through as they make that trek through the border.
He also announced that Operation Lone Star was launched earlier this month, and it's expanding its scope to include efforts to crack down on human trafficking.
We have a story now that's right out of a movie. 2 Houston museum intruders remain on the run after a pretty epic getaway. Police got a call for a burglary at the Bayou Bend Museum last night. It appears the intruder, a man and a woman, got in through a gate to a basement window. The alarms went off, the security guards responded. Officers chased the 2 out the front door and into the woods. Then the 2 hopped into a boat, and they led police on a chase down Buffalo Bayou. Then they jumped into a storm drain and got away. Oddly, the museum says it appears nothing was taken, nothing damaged.